Hey guys, welcome back to Vanna Reels. I know it's been a long time and I know I've been on hiatus for a minute. I told you I was gonna come back at the beginning of January, but you know, life happens, and at the end of 2020 it was just a lot going on for me in my personal life, so recording was not at the top of my list. But I'm back in action. I know it's the end of January, but we have a lot to look forward to this year, even though, COVID is still running rapid out here. Movies are getting released, so there's more material to cover this year, so I'm pretty excited about that. Even though there have been some pushbacks going on recently, movies are getting pushed to 2022, but that's okay because Netflix been putting out movies every week, so we're just gonna make it work. And it's a lot on Disney Plus going on. Today I wanted to cover for you guys Wonder Woman 1984. This came out on Christmas Day on HBOMax, the streaming service, and it came on theaters, but I watched it on HBOMax because I was not going to the movie theaters. No thank you. It's just not the same right now. Like, the movie theater experience that I'm used to, it's just not really happening, and I'm just nervous to go to the movie theaters. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I watched it on HBO Max, and pretty much I'm gonna make this quick and sweet because I feel like Warner Brothers and DC could have kept Wonder Woman 1984. It was not up to standard to me. They were trying to make it seem like they had the best thing smoking out of 2020 because Marvel wasn't putting stuff out. They were trying to make it seem like they really took their time and did this movie up, and they did not. I mean, it was hot garbage. So my rating for Wonder Woman 1984 is 2 out of 10 because, first of all, okay, so the movie opens up with her as a little girl. Again, we already covered this in the first movie, so I don't understand why we're going back to this. They could have used that opening scene for the first movie and I would have appreciated it more. The fact that we're getting it in this second movie, it sets you up for a small portion of the plot, but the whole total of the plot had nothing to do with the beginning. So in the beginning, she's trying to be the ultimate warrior. She's too young. Diana thinks that she's going to be this young warrior. And so they had to teach her, like, sis, it's not your turn yet, so you need to wait. So you can't wear the golden costume yet. I can't remember what it's called, but that was the flyest thing in the movie, was the actual golden armor costume that she is supposed to wear. That's the best thing in the movie. I mean, other than that, the plot was giving desperate and tired, and I'm pretty sure the plot had a lot to do with the comic book, but the way it was portrayed and the actors and actresses they chose, like the woman who plays the leopard or the cheetah, she's from Bridesmaids, like full on comedy. I mean, I don't understand why anybody thought I could take her serious in an action movie and literally see her as a villain, like a sort of a villain. And then the other guy, he was like, the main villain was hungry for power. So he stole the power from this ancient artifact, and then he's going around giving them all their wishes. Like I don't, even talking about it, I'm just kind of like, who thought that these were the villains that you needed to choose for this? Especially when you did such a good job making the first Wonder Woman. I don't understand why we needed to have this movie, and it made me mad because the whole 2020, we missed out on a lot of movies, and DC hasn't really been showing up like how Marvel has. So I feel like this was their perfect opportunity to steal the light from Marvel, because Marvel hadn't put anything out really, you know what I mean, within 2020. Nothing could really come out, and they were pushing everything back. So I don't understand why DC thought, like, they were like, at the end of the day, Warner Bros. And DC was like, yep, this is the one. This is what we want to put out for this year. This is what you want people to remember after this year. That's what you wanted me to remember? Now I'm mad. And now if y'all don't show up for Batman and Morbius and what else are they putting out? The Justice League, the second one, I'm not really excited about that too much. But if they don't show up, they can forget it for me. Their ratings will be low for me going forward because they are not doing their job, and they did my girl Diana wrong. I mean, y'all, I don't even want to waste time talking about the plot. I want to make this review as quick as possible. I'm not doing a full breakdown either of different things that they could have improved on, because in all total, it's nothing to really review from this movie because it was a shit show. Like, I mean, I don't know how else to even put it. Like, it seemed like they just said, oh, let's just put something together and this is good. No, it wasn't. They lost me totally. And then, you know, Diana's one wish was to get her man back. But, like, come on. Like, typical, you know what I mean? I don't like that. Especially when this is supposed to be a woman empowerment movie. I didn't like that her one wish was to get her man back. Like, I was kind of like, okay, this is turning into a romance. And I came here for action. I came here for guns blazing. I came here for ass whooping. I came here for all of that. I didn't come here for the love story that we already got in the first one. We already know she was in love. Get it, got it, good. She learns the lesson that you can't have everything. And sometimes, you know what I mean, moral stories, some things in life happen the way they happen. You can't have your cake, eat it too all the day. But I just feel like it wasn't needed. The one thing I will say that I really hated was the cheetah leopard costume. The CGI of it, I hated everything about it. It just was, I mean, it just was so corny. Like, this woman turned into this little fake little woman half cheetah. Like, I would have rather them had turned her into a total animal, like a full, you know what I mean, like a full-on cheetah or leopard. I would have preferred that way better. And I mean, I can't really talk about the storyline too much because I didn't really know it. Like, I don't read comic books like that. But I just feel like, okay, this is my thing. So if you're going to make a movie about comic books that are based on them, but you know that you're going to have watchers who are more in love with, like, the movie side of it. They're not really into all the storylines that go into a comic book. You need to learn how to find a happy medium to give them both what they want. Your comic book lovers and then just your regular superhero lovers that like the movies. A way to just meet them in the middle. If you can't do that, I feel like it's kind of a waste of a story, and I feel like that's what they did. They wasted time and money, and I'm glad that I did not go to the movie theater and see that, because if I would have went to the movie theaters and saw Wonder Woman, I would have been asking for a refund, because I was like, I came out here to risk my life to come see this garbage, and this is what they deliver. I would be emailing somebody like, I need a refund because this is not it. Because, you know, if you go see it in the theater, you would have to go see it in the Dolby Theater or something crazy, because it's a superhero action movie. Why would you not? So, Wonder Woman 1984, they can have it. They can put it, look, this is my trash can. This is the movie. Bloop. That's how I felt about it. So, you guys, I just wanted to do a quick review on this movie. I didn't want to go into full detail about it, because it just really wasn't worth it. But I just wanted to give you guys an idea. If you are thinking about watching it, or you are thinking about still going to the theaters and see it, don't waste your time. I would just wait until they put it back on HBOMax, maybe next year, or if it becomes free on TV. Do not waste your money or time going to see it. DC, Warner Brothers, I don't know. PSA, garbage. That movie was garbage. No, thank you.